Hi there, Save with Crypto here. Okay, so I just want to show you what I tend to do with an indicator called the Whole Suite indicator. So this is on TradingView, so tradingview.com. This is a free service, if you like, but if you use my link to sign up for it, then if you decide to go for the pro version, which is what I use, it will save you $30, I think. So to do that, go to savewith.crypto.org/TV, okay, and you'll get to my referral link. It's worth doing that even if you're going to use the free one, because later on you might decide to upgrade. To use the whole suite, you go to indicators up here and you just type in something like whole suite. There you go. And it's whole suite by Insilico. It's one with 11,000 downloads or whatever. So what it is when you install it, it's this indicator here. I'll just turn it on and off so you can see which one it is. It's that one, yeah. Now, what I tend to do is look at it on the 5-minute time frame. So I'll come up here and make sure you're on the 5 minutes there. And I tend to look for it going green and then going red. And what my aim is to try and anticipate when it's going to go green. So, for example, what it's just done here, you can see it was quite thick and red there. It's going thinner and thinner and thinner, and then it's gone green now. Now, I didn't do this one very well because I thought it was going to go green round about here, so I actually went into a long position just then, so that didn't actually work out too well. But what I should have done is wait for this big sort of dumpy candle and then try to get in around about there. I'll show you my position in a moment, but the goal is to hopefully see us go green and go fat like this one here, and then try and once again anticipate when it's going to go red again. So for example here you would see it just getting slightly thinner. Going back in time, you can see, for example, this one here. You might have seen it going thin here, and you thought, okay, it's time to bail out now. And you wouldn't have been quite right because it went up a little bit more, but eventually it did come down. So that's the idea. I tend to just go long when I think it's going to go green, but also you could go short when you think it's going to go red. Now, at the moment, because Bitcoin's had such a pullback over the last couple of days, I'm not that keen on shorting it. I'm looking for like small bounces to the upside. Okay, so this is my actual trade I've got going. It's a 20x long leverage trade on Bitget. And if you want to use Bitget, go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitget, and that will get you up to a $30,000 trading bonus. If you don't use my link, I think you get like a $4,000 bonus. So it's better to get 30,000, isn't it? This particular trade here is using a margin of 0.01 Bitcoin, so about $400. It's currently 4.86% in profit, which is about $20. So looking back on TradingView, yeah, okay, this is interesting because on the 5 minute, this is looking quite good because it's still nice and fat there. So I would expect a bit more uptick in the price. I mean, possibly to here, like 39.6k. But the point is, seeing the whole suite like that, sort of expanding and going kind of green and going thicker, like wider, I'm not worried about the price coming down too much. When I see these candles coming towards the whole suite, like what happens here, I will start to worry a little bit more. But for the moment, when it's nice and far away, like it was here, I'm not worrying. Okay. Now, obviously, what you need to do is to try and anticipate things like this going on. So the price might come back, but then it might go up again. So at that point, I'm hoping that I can set a stop loss just in case it does totally nuke. But for the moment, it's looking quite good, actually, because the price has gone up a little bit now, and it's like 10% in profit. So, $41, it's all right, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is set a stop loss around about here, say 39365. So 39365. Okay, so that's only 3%. I'll be okay. And if it comes back there, it's no big deal. I'll make a little tiny bit of profit, but there's always a chance it might rip to the upside. Okay, so we're now like $33 in profit. It's not looking too bad, is it? I think at this point I might just push my stop loss up to about there. So, you know, at least I'll make some money if the price does come back. Let's go back to TradingView and see how it's doing here. You see the 5-minute whole suite is still looking pretty good, actually. I've just noticed I've got this WaveEdge indicator on. I'm going to turn that off because it might confuse you a little bit, and it doesn't really work on the 5-minute time frame anyway. You see, I'm literally comparing it with what happened here. So it looks like it's going up. I think, to be honest, that might be near a top. Let's look at a previous one. You see it's quite far away from the whole suite. We can look at this on the, I don't know, the 1-minute time frame. And you see, okay, it's showing some signs of weakness there. So I think I might move the stop loss up a little bit further. I suspect it's probably going to hit, or maybe not. Okay, it looks like I'm going to make about $20 here. Let's move it, because my thinking here is it might not go lower than that low there. Okay, it's going back up. I'd love to make about like $50 out of this. So let's go back to the 5-minute time frame. See, I'm still reasonably far away from that. And what you really want here, you really want the price to go above what it was just there. Because usually if it does that, then it continues upwards. Like it has done now. You see, that's $44 in profit. And this, by the way, is a terrible way to trade. It's not what you're supposed to do at all. You're supposed to like have a total plan in your head and sort of set your levels and walk away and go to the beach or whatever and not have to worry about it. Me being me, I just like to stare at the charts and sort of try and anticipate every move that's happening. Okay, so what I'm really looking for is the price to go above 39,616. I mean, it doesn't mean a lot in the small time frames, but, you know, for anyone who cares, there is some sort of double bottom structure there, but not really. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Now, at this point, I'd probably start to look at the whole suite on even smaller time frames, just to see if there's any sign of it kind of like starting to turn over. So let's look at it on the 3-minute. Okay, so slightly turning over. 2-minute, definitely. Now the 1-minute seems to say that it's kind of like plateaued for a bit. Now it's going back up again, so I'm tempted to stick with it. Okay, it's actually $53 in profit now. It's 11 o'clock at night here in the UK, and I'm really tempted just to take profit and have done with it. But that's quite boring for a YouTuber, isn't it? So let's keep going. Okay, so we're at that level now. I'd love to break through that. So $57 in profit. I'm going to push this up because it might come back down now. You see, it might do what it did here and like come straight back down. But I reckon if we can get over that level there, it'll be okay. Let's go to the 1-minute, see if we can get a clue. I'd really love to see the price just go back to, 40k plus, just for the general sentiment of the whole space. It's going to hit my stop loss. If it does, it's no big deal. Ooh, it went very near my stop loss there. Now this is interesting. This is the 2-hour time frame. Now looking at the MACD here, and you can see here, it's just started to go green. Okay, so I've obviously chopped little bits out of this video just where like nothing was happening. So that was about I suppose about 20 minutes ago, because the candle has got like 20 minutes to close now. The whole suite on the 2 hour is looking big, fat and red and going down. But let's look at it on the, look on the 1 hour, right? No, this is a good sign normally, because when it goes green, you normally see like a pump. So that's going green now. So I think this is going to be okay, actually. I think it might be a better trade than I initially anticipated. So we're currently $78 in profit now. Not bad. I'm going to push my stop loss up a bit. I will have to go to sleep at some point, so if I have to leave this running overnight, it'll be okay, because if it comes back down, the stop loss will close and it'll be in profit anyway. So, you know, it's a loss-free trade. Okay, so this is going pretty well so far. Yeah, up to $92 now, so that's a nice bit of profit. I am going to move the stop loss up a little bit, because I'm just getting tired and I'm going to make the wrong decision. If it comes back down, I'll make a profit. Indicator-wise, let's look at the whole suite on the 5 minute. Okay, it's still looking good, actually. It's still away from the actual band, isn't it? Yeah, it's not doing this kind of thing where it comes back. And just while I went to edit that last bit of video, the price has gone up quite nicely, actually. So it's getting towards 40k again, actually. So this trade is $122 in profit. That's really good. That's 30% in profit. So, you know, it was about a $400 Bitcoin trade and, you know, making $121. Yeah, I'm going to push my stop loss up a little bit. Really, really hope we break 40k. I think if we break 40k, then two things are going to happen. One is shorts are going to start to get liquidated. And secondly, some people are going to think, oh, the price is going up, I have to buy it now before it's too late, when they should have bought it this afternoon when it was much cheaper. There's no telling some people. Okay, so this kind of went up, quite a bit. It actually went, quite well over $40,000. It's now started to show signs of weakness. Now, this is always my problem, because I know that I should take profit here. Maybe what I should do is move a stop loss to about 39742. Oh, actually, that's about where it was anyway, 39743. I'll just leave it there. So currently $111 in profit. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Okay, so that was last night, and predictably what happened is during the night the price came down, hit my stop loss and closed the trade. So basically what happened, I went in at 39,303 and I came out at 39,740.7. That was a 22.27% increase, and I made 0.0022124 Bitcoin, which is about $88. So it could have been better, but if you could do that a couple of times a week, you'd soon have tons of money. Okay, so that's all good. So I'll probably plod on with this, because I think we might get back into the 40,000s today. Now, according to Eric Crown, Wednesdays are 48% likely to end negative. But that said, I believe Wednesday is the best day when it ends positive. So you get the most return on a Wednesday if it ends positively. So I think Wednesday's okay. Now, statistically, tomorrow, Thursday, is the worst day for the price dumping. I tend to call it Dumpy Thursday. But at the moment, nothing seems to make sense with Bitcoin. Everything seems to be slightly all over the place. It's been like that since the ETF happened. And then you've got people like Grayscale selling their Bitcoin and something to do with FTX, I don't know, whatever. But nothing's quite normal at the moment. But anyway, I'll let you know what happens, and the best way to find out about that is to be subscribed. And while you're down there subscribing, make sure you've got the little bell icon on all, and give the video a like, of course. Leave a nice comment while you're there, and above all, tell your friends.